Yeah, sorry, real intro song. Let's do, yeah, enjoy. Fresh off the Dua Lipa truck. Y'all aren't ready for the vibes tier list. Everyone I met, vibes. S to F. Y'all are not gonna like my Jake ranking. Thank you, SD Demon Chiara. Sorry, I'm not here. King Brando was there. Oh, I've got some tea about King Brando. Let me just tell you, y'all are gonna learn details. Save it for the Patreon. Y'all are gatekeeping my stories? That's crazy. Why can you give tea but America can't? Because I give controlled tea, moderated tea. America just spills. What's up, y'all? How do we feel about the haircut? I think it looks so horrible. It is time. America's pushing for it to stay, but like, what are we doing here? Thank you, JPR Anonymous. The haircut, it has to happen. There needs a haircut so bad. It's time. It's gotta go. It looks good. It definitely seems to be the minority opinion. Save the realty for the podcast. There's not much, I'm not more comfortable sharing certain things in the podcast. Like, when it comes to other people, my policy is the same. When it comes to, like, my personal life, I'm probably more open to sharing it on the podcast. We're filming that tomorrow morning, so. You just have to style it by product, but like, am I supposed to style it for stream? Oh my god, Petty, with the 6 gifted. The sub count, I will say, is in shambles right now because of this break. But we'll get back. We're streaming every day. Every day, unless there's a real reason not to. Thanks, Petty, for the 6 gifted. Thank you, Colleen. Let America speak about the trip, don't silent mother. Y'all really think there's more drama than there was. It was alright. There was some. What's up, Afe? Appreciate the sub. Are you silencing women? No, woman, singular. More interested in the BB Can drama? What have you guys heard about the BB Can drama? I'm curious. Let me ask, what's your source? What is your source? Just out of curiosity. Thanks, Nicholas. Streets, Reddit. The Reddit streets are talking. This is interesting. Now, is this on my alt account? Do you guys know? Do you guys know my alt account? Cory in America on the GOAT Season 2. I heard it's bad. And, like, Davon's fun, but, like, it's just bad. It's okay, just silly. Okay. All right, y'all. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about the trip. Music on or off? How do we feel? This album's 10 out of 10. No, it's not. This album is mid as hell. This is a 4 out of 10 if I've ever seen one. Off. All right, I'll turn it off. But fix your opinions, guys. Come on. I will say the Dua Lipa truck was fire though. They gave out free ice cream. America got mad at me because I didn't grab like a fistful of pins. So that was on me. Don't say that around America. Like we're a very open and honest relationship. Okay. So the trip. As you guys know, I streamed the day before the trip and I was deathly ill. I was not doing well. And now, how do I sound? Yeah, of course, Sean. It was nice to meet you. Better. I'm still a little, you guys know it takes me forever to heal, but I do feel better. I woke up the morning of our flights feeling okay, like I can make it work. Unfortunately, America did not. Fortunately. So America woke up feeling a little rough, which, look, is my fault. I will take full accountability. Full accountability. However, and I must say this, America was very confident in her ability to not get sick while still being around me. She claimed immunity. She did. So she's sitting there and she's like coughing and has a headache, and it's taking every fiber of my good being, or my good boyfriend being, to not tell her, I told you so. She bounced back quick. I mean, yeah, she's still coughing. I think right now we're at the same spot, even though I was sick much earlier. You did, didn't you? No. I was thinking it, though. My actions showed it, but I did not say it. So, we're going to the airport. We're going to Chicago. We're just happy that we're going, right? Because I was not going to go to Chicago up until, the night before. Literally that morning I decided I was going to go. And we met up with the Jagman. Jag and Jazz and Psy, and that was fun. We were just kind of hanging. There we go. America is a fiend for public transport, so we got off the plane, took a bus to a train to a bus to a pedicab to another bus. Then we flew back to the U.S. and then walked all the way to Psy's place. It's like 79 minutes, but we did save like $60 on an Uber. So, what are you gonna do? And we just hung out for a bit. And then we went to the arcade bar meet and greet. The arcade bar meet and greet. And who's the first person we saw? Rob Sesternino. That guy. The Fiend. And you know what Rob's first question he asked me? He runs up to me, scamper. As fast as he could. Taps me on the shoulder. Cory. Does your mom know somebody on MILF Manor? And the answer is absolutely yes. Yes, she does. So the Stephanie Wurtenberger reality television tree continues to grow. One of the MILFs on MILF Manor, who I feel weird calling them MILFs, but clearly they're comfortable with that moniker. One of the MILFs is a sorority sister of my mom. She was her sorority little. Is that on Peacock? I don't know, but we'll be watching it. And we have a winner pick. I don't know if they have winners, but... Okay, but who? Let's see if I could find the name. Okay, I have the name. The name is confirmed. Let's see if I can find the actual person. Here it is. Okay, you guys ready to meet our first MILF? MILF of the month, as we're going to call her. Here we go. Jamie. Her positive energy is infectious. She's always been popular. She's gone through 2 marriages. Both ended in divorce. Now that all 3 of her kids are out of the house, she's ready to find love again. Hopefully 3rd time's the charm. So this is our winner pick. Jamie. And Rob said he would return to reality television if it meant a spot on MILF Manor, so. I do hear the twist this year is they're bringing the DILFs in. She's about to leave the show? Wait, what do you mean? She's being eliminated? Is there some drama? Is there tea? Oh, no. This has been going on? Mom, has this happened, or are you, like, texting her? Do you have insider info? Are you the spoiler girl of MILF Manor Season 2? She just admitted she has a boyfriend? I feel like on MILF Manor, that should not be a disqualifying factor. Well, this is classic Jamie. My mom used to tell me stories about Jamie. Back in the sorority. This checks out. Not Steph's connection having a scandal. Yeah, I mean, my mom's an instigator, so it's not that surprising. Do you know the premise of MILF Manor? So wasn't the season 1, it was like a ton of quote-unquote MILFs, and then their sons, and the sons were dating like the other MILFs. And it just produced some drama, right? So the gist of it. Thanks, Aquafina. I appreciate it. Okay, anyways, so we're at this arcade bar, and there's a lot of people coming up to us. A lot. It's pretty overwhelming, for sure, but it's fun. Everyone's super sweet. There's not much time to, like, meet other reality people. It is here we met Jessica Milagros and Andy, which is nice. So these are kind of the only Big Brother people at the event. Izzy wasn't there. So I went up to Jessica Milagros and I was telling her how much I love the podcast, because I do. I consumed basically all the BB25 content. She was wonderful. So nice. She was talking about how we were talking about going to Canada. She's like, oh, those Canada parties, they go crazy. Drugs, orgies, everything. I'm like, okay. Noted. Oh, whoa. And I'm just thinking in my head, like, who comprises these drug-filled orgies? It's like, I can't imagine it's like Kevin Jacobs and Betty and Josh and Helena. Like, on season 10, I don't think there's that many participants, and I would imagine. But these are the seasons I know the best, so. Giving you a warning was nice? Absolutely. I mean, I was able to prepare. I had to do a lot of preparing. I did not get to meet Andy Jr., one of the biggest, most upsetting parts of my trip. I tried. So sad. So sad. But we met Andy. We actually had to rescue him from the Survivor 46 cast mobbing him. Jelinski was, like, beating down on him. We met Jelinski, my guy, and I yelled at him for lying to my family about how well he did on the show, forcing me to pick him as my second winner pick, even though my first winner pick is still in there. So I spoke to Jelinski. Jelinski was telling me about Ned. That guy. I laid down my scolding hot take that Jelinski is the 3rd best player on his tribe. Yeah, because the way Ned basically described it as like him and Zelensky are like Brie and Colleen. That was the way I understood how Ned was describing it. And then Zelensky was talking about Ned. He was like, "Oh, can't trust that guy." So, some drama. We're gonna have to litigate this at some point. I followed Zelensky on Twitter finally after he tweeted at me. So that's good. No Banu, which is very, very sad. I was definitely hoping for a Banu sighting. We saw Owen. We saw Brandon Donlin. Vibes were off, let me tell you. Whew. And then from the new cast, basically, like, a ton of people were there. I mean, Hunter was there. Tiffany, Venus. We didn't meet till the end, but she was great. Met Ben. Maria was there for a second. We met Liz. Jess. You heard Jelinski's in the Americory Discord? Yeah, I have a theory that I'm working on, and I can't fact check this, but is there any possibility that Jelinski is Steel Cage? Met Mariah, Is there any possibility? I heard you met Johnny Bananas. I wish. Give him a piece of my mind. I'm really glad my last stream was pretty low viewership because my mom was putting all sorts of problematic challenge takes in the chat. She was talking about how much she loved bananas. Like, this is not good. Jelinski did ask if I wanted to play Peggle. Have you met Taryn? I met Taryn in New Orleans, I believe, or maybe I met him after the show. I feel like I met him in person once. Thanks, Night Cheese. Heard Banana's super nice in real life? I'm sure. He was in Canada. I think he left before we got there. I think he was in LA. I feel like if I did meet him, I would remember it because he's, you know, I would have been starstruck. But yeah, I met David Bloomberg from Why Blank Lost on, you know, Survivor Big Brother. That was nice. I'll be on some of those podcasts coming up. All I said was I played orgs with him. Well, he said a lot more than that. Thanks, Chiara. I appreciate it. Kelly J. More likely Kelly J. Thank you. Appreciate the sub. So, after that, we go to a little after party. I'm already gassed out, exhausted. America's lost her voice. Spoiler alert, it won't come back for 4 days. But she's a trooper. Right before we did any of this, America and I ran to Subway for the first of 3 times in Chicago. We did not go to one single restaurant. So this is good. Week 1 feeds America era. Was her voice that rough the first week? Because I didn't talk to her once. I had no idea. Kelly. Thanks for the 5 gifted. Way, way, way too kind. I appreciate it. It was pretty gone. Yeah. That's tough. I mean, I was in a lot of pain on the show, but my voice never really left me. But again, I appreciate it, Kelly. Insane to not get pizza in Chicago. I think deep dish pizza is ass. I think it's a bad signature food. One day we might do a signature food ranking, like Nashville hot chicken versus New York pizza versus Chicago deep dish versus Philly cheesesteaks. Deep dish is ass. Thanks to Walking Dakota. Kid Nation tonight? Probably, yeah. There's a lot to do tonight. Because I have another whole presentation ready for you guys that I think less people are going to be interested in, but I think it'll be fun for me. Okay, so we go to this after party. We leave pretty early, not drinking too much. America got drunk the second we decided to leave. So, that was good. Like, she was like, all right, the vibes, let's do it. Let's get out there. And then the bar was dead. We're like, okay. Flavor of love, please. Maybe. I mean, I'll ask America if she wants to do it, but Okay, and then we go back to Jag's place or Sai's place. We pass out, wake up, and then we have the Blue Jays game. And the Blue Jays game was wild because we did not watch the game for a moment. It was just meeting fans, meeting other reality people. I talked to Dwight for a long time. Blue Jays. Yeah, I met Cubs. We were supposed to go to the Blue Jays game in Toronto, but that didn't happen. Sorry. But we went to the Cubs game. And this is where I had one of the weirdest interactions with a fan I've ever had. And if you're watching, that's okay. I want you to know this is weird, because I thought this was uncomfortable. But I'll tell you guys about it, because I do think it's funny. So, it was like this middle-aged woman, mom. She comes up to me and she goes, Cory, my son was a huge fan of America. I'm like, oh, that's amazing. Yeah, no, I'm a big fan of America. She's like, yeah, he's 18. You know how hormones get. Huh? Huh? What? And then this is that's already a 1-2 punch, but the third punch, no one's ready for a third punch, was, can I get a video of her saying hi to my son? What, like a full body video? Like, what do you mean? So I thought this was odd. This was strange to me. What did America say? Probably yes. I mean, I'm sure she wasn't, like, rude. But yeah, that was crazy. But I met a lot of Patreon people. It was super nice to meet all of you. I met Ari, who, y'all know, whoever watches the Eviction Notice games. Ari and a lot of her friends. That was in Toronto, but in Chicago we met a whole group of, Americory people. I met Parvati Shallow, not the real Parvati Shallow, but the Eviction Notice Parvati Shallow. Which was funny. Because it's very funny. Like, someone comes up to me and they're like, hey, I'm Joshua. I'm like, oh, what's up, Joshua? It's nice to meet you. They're like, you might know me as Sora Kierzubaza, which I didn't actually meet Sora, but, like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know you all as people. I know you all as tags. So, it's always pretty funny. Yeah, I met Dee Dee. That was super fun. That was at the live show. You're super sweet. And then after the Cubs game, America and I were exhausted, but the grind never stops. We go back to Sai's place, get ready, and then we go to the live show. Which, goddamn, this live show was tragic. I met Amanda from Town. That's right. America's now calling me Mike instead of Hey Bub. It's no difference. Did a random person come up to you and introduce themselves as Parvati Shallow? Well, they said they were Parvati from Eviction Notice, so I understood. It was tragic. Yeah, we go to this fucking live show, and Venus finds the idol. The crowd erupts. And then they erupted again later. So, that's tough. Did they introduce themselves to the Pound Town Discord? Yes. It's always fun to meet the different pockets of the Americory fandom. But yeah, so Venus goes out. Tragic. Very sad outcome. But, it's alright. We move. And then the actual live show happens. I'm not drunk, but I'm a little tipsy. I'm coughing up a storm. I have to, leave the audience to, throw up, basically. Not throw up, but, cough, 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 cough. Not even because I'm sick at this point. It's just, a tickle in my throat, and then it goes forever. I don't know if any of you guys are like that, where, one cough can set you off for, 2 years. You guys might have seen it in the house all the time. That should happen in the house all the time. I'd have to, run to the storage room. But yeah, that was brutal. But yeah, so we do the live show, and here's how this live show works out, by the way. We were not going on. You had to, talk to Sam, who runs all the RHAP stuff before, if you wanted to go up, and he'd organize a panel, whatever. None of us did that. We were just gonna sit, enjoy it, watch it. And then, like, at the after party the night before, Sam goes up to America and we're a little drunk. He's like, yo, do you wanna go up, you and the Big Brother people? And she goes, yeah, let's do it. Sam's in the chat. Wow. Hopefully Sam owns up to taking advantage of us. Asking us at our lowest if we want to be on a podcast. I was always down. Sam runs the tightest ship in reality TV. And I've met a couple people this week who, like, run reality events. I definitely have my favorite. But we go up on the stage. The panel, it's a wild panel to talk about Survivor. It's already been going for like an hour of the podcast, so like at this point, there's not that much to relitigate about this show. Names. Sam, I'm going to text you. I'm going to text you the one name that I really mean. It's kind of crazy I don't have your contact saved, Sam. Because I know there's a group chat with you, me, and America, Shirley, right? Oh, you just texted me. Here we go. Alright, I texted you. Sam's a pro, absolutely. Not the cruise guy. It was not Superfan Rick. I don't think he was in attendance. I wish. So, we go on the panel. It's me, America, Jag, Izzy, Jessica Milagros, and Andy. Andy was amazing, obviously. We already talked about Jessica. I barely got to talk to Izzy at this event, which is a shame. She was there for work and then was hanging out with Paige and didn't stay super late, so she was kind of in and out. But it's a crazy lineup. We go out there. There's only 5 chairs for the 6 of us, which y'all know what that means. Open up, Jag. Got on his lap. I really wasn't sitting on his lap. I was sitting on, like, the arm of the seat, basically. Which felt really bad. And then felt good. But then back to bad. So that was tough. But I thought the podcast was funny. I think I talked a little bit more than I should have for that panel. There was 6 of us. I probably talked, like, for 2, but I thought I had some funny lines. So, that's good. I also set Jag up for the big joke of the night, so that's a win. I thought we were a good panel. Good panel. And it makes sense. Like, we're all pretty good talkers. I think sometimes Jag is a little bit hesitant to, like, you know, he plays a little safe, but I thought he was really good in this panel. Again, it was super fun with being out with Jag and Jazz. It's just nice to, like, have a bit of a home base at these kinds of things. And they were sober the whole time. I think they were, like, in a big fitness phase. So they were sober, so we were able to kind of, like, fall back to them at moments. Then we went to another after party, which was, like, fuck. And again, like, every one of these basically functions as a meet and greet. Which is fun. It's just, like, when your voice is kind of shot and you're, like, coughing, it just kind of wears on you a little bit. But I'm really glad I went because I was able to beat Brando, which was tight. I'm organizing the stream with Brando currently. We're just waiting for his PC, so I think it's probably going to be this Sunday is the Brando stream is the plan, but maybe it'll be a day or 2 after. But yeah, obsessed with Brando. He's the ultimate homie. We met Venus there, who was super, super kind, as you can imagine. I spoke a lot with Scally and Puya about Twitch. So, you know, Puya was giving me a lot of advice. Because basically what he was telling me is, like, Big Brother season versus not Big Brother season makes quite a difference. Like, when you're in Big Brother season, there's a lot going on, you know? And you're going to have more viewers, and if you kind of dive into... If I really try hard the stream at those times, I can do pretty well. So I do think I'm going to do more Big Brother 26 content. Not like crazy amount, but like, you know, watching the episodes and whatnot. Sam giving us all the tea in the chat. Brenda was fucked that night. Oh, yeah. I think he's fucked tonight, too, just based on how he's texting. The mods will be working overtime. They better. Also, just a quick announcement. I think this coming Sunday, so maybe we'll push the Brando stream, but this coming Sunday is the mod Outlaster game. Is that correct? Is this Sunday? Okay. Mod or VIP? VIP, for sure. Definitely VIP. When will you do the pressure cooker stream? We are officially setting that up. That's started. So I don't want to give a date yet, but it'll be probably sometime, probably 2 weeks from now, is my guess. But that we're starting to prepare. So that'll be fun. Have you picked a charity? No, but I think we're going to do something local. I think it's always good. Puya in the chat? Oh, boy. I will say, Puya, when you just watch him on the screen, you don't think he's 6'4". Then you see him in person, you're like, damn. Just short energy on podcasts, but he's a very, very tall guy. Puya probably had a crazy day. They announced the worst Traders cast of all time by accident. And it's not a real cast. It's fake, fortunately, but... He's like, damn, I have to cover this shit. You guys curious what I'm wearing right now? My bottoms? I'm wearing the new Calvin Kleins. If it wasn't clear. I saw a lot of people asking, so. Who asked? A lot of messages. A lot of messages. You might not see them. So, that was basically it for Chicago. We go to bed and wake up 2 hours later. America and I are not sleeping. We're on an air mattress between the two of us, which is slightly difficult, but we're making it work. Making it work. It's just so weird having those super intimate moments with Jag right there on the couch. But what are you going to do? We're used to it. I sacrificed my relationship with Mimi to have those moments. Like, what are you going to do? At a certain point, that's our MO. You're wilding tonight? Celtics went up 3-1. Yeah, shut up. But whatever. So good times. Good times. After that, we wake up. We go to the airport. Again, we're taking 12 fucking buses to the airport. But we get there. We go through customs. They ask, are you going for business or pleasure? And I say, I'm here to network. Here to build bonds, to pregame, even. They let us through. I will say, a tremendous amount of pregaming going on at the Chicago event. And let me say, like, when I talk about pregaming, it's all joke pregaming. But in every joke pregame, there's an ounce of truth, and we could feel it. Caleb was an asshole. From 45, Caleb Brigawald. Canadian Caleb. Best player to never win. he comes up, he goes, yo, do you hear the rumor that Survivor 50 is Big Brother versus Survivor? It's so annoying. Yeah, it's good to see Caleb. Good to see Caleb. But yeah, there was a little bit of pre-gaming going on. Look, I'm a very objective person. I don't have any insider information about the pre-gaming, but here's what I'll say. Those Survivor 45 people seem pretty close. So everyone else, just watch out. That's all I'll say. They're too kumbaya. That's the beautiful thing about Survivor 46. You know they're not going to be working together next season. So, it's something to note, for sure. So we go to Canada, we get there, we get straight to the hotel, we nap. Passed out. So tired. So sleepy. Then we wake up and we go to the first party. Again, Big Brother Canada ends on Wednesday in dramatic fashion to anybody who watched it, anyone who's a fan of BB Can. Basically, you had Anthony, Bailey, and Lexus. Anthony playing by far the most dominant game of the season. Bailey playing a really good kind of underdog game. The jury really likes her. And then there's Lexus, who the jury kind of views like a Bowie Jane, didn't do anything, they're not a big fan. Anthony wins HOH, cuts his number one ally in Lexus, thinking he has a better shot against Bailey, presumably because there was a lot of talk in the house about voting for a black woman to win this season, which is a weird thing to navigate, for sure. But I don't think it took a genius to see Lexus was a better person to take to the end than Bailey, but it's hard to get that perception from in there, I would imagine. So Anthony wins, takes Bailey, and Bailey wins, I think, 7-1 or something. So, you know, Bailey was always going to win that. Bailey was incredible, and that was kind of the drama going in, the context you need. 6-2, 6-1, okay. She deserved that one, 100%. I think it was definitely a bitter jury, but it's not like they were voting against Anthony. They were voting for Bailey. You know? Like, a bitter jury does not invalidate the other person. And Spicy V was pissed at Anthony, for sure. On the show, is very clear. Okay, and then we're at this little pregame for the club that night, or I guess it was a bar, more like. And at the pregame, I start meeting some people. I'm very excited. I met Kevin Jacobs for the first time in person, in the flesh, and he's my favorite person ever. Obviously. Kevin's amazing. So that was cool. We chatted just for a bit. It was very hectic. I met Godfrey. What a homie. Can't believe that. Any to people who watch BB Can, this makes sense. I met Moose from BB Can 10. I actually met him at the finale. My finale. He was at Todrick's, so I saw Moose again. He was housing Jag and Jazz, so he was around for a lot of this. I met Betty from BB Can 10, which is crazy. Everyone seems to like Moose. He's the most social, nice guy ever. But Betty was incredible. Business B. Just hilarious, as you can imagine. Met Peter, met Anil, who were running the whole thing. They're from Season 1. Met Cindy with an S from Season 5. Met Ty from last season. And then we met everyone from BB Can 12, basically. Everyone. I will say, it was super sweet. So, Spicy comes up to myself and America and is, like, freaking out. She's like, oh my god, Americory, you guys are amazing. I can't... Why? Like, it's so great that you guys flew out. So, she approached us, which was super, super humbling, obviously, because she's obviously an icon. And she was like, oh, you have to come on my podcast, which I'm sure if we're asked, obviously we'll do. But she was great. Super, super sweet. We also went up to, Bailey came up to us in that same kind of tone, was super excited. Americory, oh my god, what are you guys doing here? So she was incredible. Again, icon, winner. First woman to win BB Can in 5 years, 6 years, something like that. So we met Bailey, which was incredible. Met Goose. Love Goose. The laugh is very goosey, I'll tell you that. But we were chatting for a bit. We met Dennis, the homie. He came up to me, and he's like, you don't know who I am. I'm like, I definitely do. I said, you're the Heisem of BB Can 12, and he started laughing. So, great to meet him. Great to meet Dennis. He said something funny. He's like, you haven't seen the last of me. I'm like, oh, I hope so. I hope so. so he was great. Super, super nice guy. He was saying, like, what goes around comes around. I'm like, okay, damn. He's ready. We met Donna, of course. She's been everywhere in the postgame. We met Janine. We met... I don't think we met Lexus or Kayla, I don't think. But we did meet Dougie. Very nice. He was he was mobbed the whole time, as you could probably imagine. But, we got a picture with him. We chatted. We did meet Todd. He was very funny. He's just a charming guy. But yeah, we met Todd, Canada's favorite player, I believe. BB Canada's crazy because the amount of prize money you get is shockingly low. The winner gets 100K Canadian. You take a picture with Todd? I don't think so. You can check America's phone, but I don't think so. No taxes? Well, that's true. So America. Marianne won Survivor and got like 1.4 million Canadian. No taxes. So that's crazy. Plus a car, yeah. Which is probably like a 20K bump in reality. I don't think anyone actually takes the car. A car lease for like a year, yeah. I think everyone just probably takes the 10K cash alternative or 20K, whatever it is. But yeah, we met all of them. It was super fun. That's where we met Ari and met a lot of people. It was very funny. I think everyone was very excited to see BBUS people there, which was cool. I will say something very interesting about being in Toronto, which is a beautiful fucking city. It's very reminiscent of, like, New York, but, like, cleaner and a little smaller, but still huge. Record-breaking 11 sponsors, yeah. But it was huge. Like, Toronto was amazing. I loved it. It was amazing. So, the Canadian population watches Big Brother US more than Big Brother Canada. And I know this because the next day we hung out with Kevin Jacobs. Just me, America, and Kevin. Took us to the guy from the Bears burger restaurant. It was super nice. And they came up to us and were like, oh my god, Americory, having no idea who Kevin was, which is wild. The guy from the Bear? Yeah, the dude. He's a restaurateur in real life. Not the main guy, the second guy, I think. Or no, the big guy. The beard. Maddie's Patties, that's the one. Maddie Matheson, correct. But yeah, so a lot of people came up to us, which is very funny, because we're sitting next to Kevin Jacobs, who's probably the GOAT of Big Brother Canada. At least top 2 or 3. For me, he's my GOAT. But hanging out with Kevin was great. It is very funny looking at BB Can versus BBUS. Like, even like just like follower counts. Like, it is hard to grasp how much bigger BBUS is and how much bigger the US is than Canada. Like, it's pretty jarring. Because like for us who watch both, they're the same functionally. It's just Big Brother. It's like, but we, still for us, it feels like we're meeting, like, full bona fide celebrities. So, yeah, that was super fun. The next day, so I guess that night we go to another club, and this one's way too busy. They double booked the section that was, like, dedicated to the Big Brother people, which was kind of obnoxious, because, like, halfway through the night, the area for us just shrunk in half, and we were all just, like, mosh pitted. So I actually just went out of the section and we just kind of hung out in the normal area, which was a lot better. Another club, another bar, then another club, yeah, exactly. They party postseason like BBUS used to. Yeah, I mean, the BB Can people are clearly much closer than BBUS, which I think part of it's feeds, part of it is it's a smaller community in general, so that makes sense. The club stuff sounds awful. It's not for me, really, but I was doing my best. Thanks, Hannah. I appreciate it. Thanks, Greasy. I have to pregame so hard for these things, which is not healthy, but it's like, I can't go to these places sober. I'm just awkward and I don't have fun, so I gotta pregame pretty hard. Funny thing is, in Canada, we weren't going to classic, Canadian cuisine, which isn't really a thing outside of, like, poutine, but we were basically getting, like, Italy. You guys ever go to Italy? You coming to Bryson Wens in the coming weeks? No, I'm taking a bit of a break from events. Next thing I'm doing is going to, Florida. Going home for a bit. Did you get poutine? I've tried poutine before. I think it's weird. I think it's crazy overhyped. Crazy overhyped. It's kind of gross. I don't know. I fucking dare you. Alright, hey, you guys like poutine. Sorry. We went to the CN Tower with Jag, Jazz, and Moose. Which, it sure was tall. It was a big. We took like a 9-minute Uber there that ended up being an hour and 20 minutes, and like we just got out of the Uber and started walking because Toronto traffic is fucked up. But we move. So that was fun. The club, which was, and then, you guys might enjoy this, the final night we're there, we got dinner with Snarky Marky. Y'all know who Snarky Marky is? The volume in this bus is astronomical, that's the one. He was such an America stan. America's a Snarky Marky stan, too. So we sat and had dinner with him for like 4 hours. It was really fun. Super interesting to hear about like the influencer life and what that means, and it seems very stressful. I'll tell you what. But yeah, he was super fun. He's a TikToker. Did y'all do a TikTok with him? We don't have it like that, 4.5 mil on TikTok. I will say, I don't know what numbers mean on TikTok. I feel like 4.5 mil on TikTok means so much less than 4.5 mil on any other platform, but it's still a tremendous amount. Thanks for the subs, y'all. Did you go to Tim Hortons? No, but we passed many of them. Many. You played an Instagram org with him years ago? That's hilarious. Yeah, it was you, Jelinski, Ned, and Snarky Marky. Tim Hortons is meh. Wow. Don't anger Ari in chat. Should I go to bat for that? So, the final day, we wake up. We're sleeping pretty late because we're going to bed really late. But we see one last person in Toronto. Who do I need to see still? Come on, y'all. You should be able to get this. Omer! Did someone post something? Did somebody post something, or are you guys just smart? Marianne was in Paris at the time for the Taylor Swift concert, for the Eras Tour. You told us on Patreon? Cheaters, all of you. But yeah, Omer was so fun. We got into the pre-gaming, season 50 weeds. I know all of his plans. He was trying to help me convince America to get a chinchilla, which is my new thing I'm trying to get her to do. Because great relationships are made up of compromise, or made by compromise. Chinchilla is my compromise. She says no to baby, that's fine. No to dog, sure. No to cat, I don't like that, but whatever. Chinchilla is basically like a toy. So, what's a chinchilla? It's like the little, like, cute rodents that people take all their fur for coats. You guys don't want one of those? It's adorable. Aw, okay, don't ew him. Look at him. Aw. Like a toy? Yeah, you can just throw him away whenever you want, you know? You don't have to care for him. Look at his ears. Looks like a rat. Maybe it's a rodent. Yeah, but like, here's the thing. America does this too. She's like, isn't it a rodent? Parentheses derogatory. It's like, yeah, it's a rodent. You know? Name it Pikachu. I think I would name it Togedemaru. I think Togedemaru might actually be based off a chinchilla. If you guys don't know Togedemaru. Like, this seems like it's based off a chinchilla, right? Did a hamster first? I think hamsters are stupid. Hamsters bite? Yeah. I'm not pro hamsters. Of that crazy girl? Yeah, Togedemaru's a bitch. So. Hits you a nuzzle and then iron head. You can't do shit. Sir, you want a chinchilla? I do want a chinchilla, but it probably is a phase, so don't worry about it. Okay, your presentation when? I'm trying to figure out if I want to do the presentation today or save it for tomorrow's stream. Because this is going to be a long fucking presentation. And it's just, for transparency, it's Speech and Debate Journey Part 2. So I might save it. I think that's the plan. And it's because, guess how many slides it is? So, the first one was 140 slides. This next one is, guess how many? Someone already got it. 200. It is 200 fucking slides. So yeah, but talk about a bitch. Save as long as you start at 8 p.m. Yeah, no, this is going to be the starting time, 8 p.m. Where it's always going to be at 8, so y'all can count on that. I'm going to ask America if she wants to do Flavor of Love. But her voice is, like, done. She just did her book club. I wouldn't blame her if she wants to just sit this one out. But we might just do Kid Nation. So it's going to be one of the two, and then we'll get off. I had to negotiate. I had to barter. Get her on board. But we got her.
Do you remember what our deal was? What you have to do for me?
No.
Stand up. Okay.
Oh, no, I'm wearing underwear now.
Wait. Where am I going to sit? I can sit here.
You could also sit on the bed. No, America and I were talking about doing, because I was doing a stream with this. I don't need to explain this.
Do you want to switch the camera here, babe? Or I switched it here because I thought, anyway.
Yeah, I'm just lazy. So I don't want to change it.
I hate the Toad Gasolina. Oh my god, Cory shows me this video. Can they hear me?
They can hear you, yeah.
Cory shows me this video the other day, and it was like, it was yesterday, and he acts like it's the funniest thing ever, and I'm watching it, and honestly, babe, you don't give me the ick. Oh, like, you do a lot of silly shit, and it doesn't give me the ick. That gave me the ick. The video was not funny. Like, and he's showing it to me, and I'm like, and then what happens? And nothing happened. It was like the guy singing.
Yeah, America doesn't get it because she's not a guy. It's that simple. And I should have known that she wouldn't get it. I'll show you guys in a second.
I was editing my photos, babe, and then look. I'm trying to edit, and then look what happens.
Do you have your AirPods by chance? These are not gonna fucking work. They never did.
I do, but mine don't work like that.
Mine probably do. mean? Why wouldn't they work like that?
My right one doesn't work as much. Remember? My right one is.
You know where my other pair of AirPods are?
They were thrown on the floor. And then he asks why he throws stuff out because everything's on the floor always.
Didn't you throw it on the floor?
I didn't throw them on the floor. I saw them on the floor.
Like recently?
Like today. The stumpy ones, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were there. I saw them.
I'm gonna need those before or something.
Well, babe, I don't have to watch anything with you. I guess this is a sign. Hi, y'all. I removed the screen, so I wasn't sure if he was still live. Did we ever finish Flavor of Love? No, never. The last episode I watched was with y'all. I actually saw this picture on Twitter recently where somebody had Pumpkin as their substitute math teacher like 3 weeks after the show wrapped up. I thought that was funny. We didn't get a pic with Todd, but he did follow me on Instagram, which I thought was weird because I figured he didn't even remember us introducing ourselves to him.
I'm pretty certain he had us pull up his Instagrams as we were meeting him.
Did we?
Yes.
Oh, I feel embarrassed now. Oh.
Yeah, there we go.
I don't remember that, babe.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
I think so. Fuck. I don't think I can get this to work, y'all.
Oh, wow. It's okay, babe.
I don't know why.
Don't get frustrated. Babe, it's okay.
Failed to open main output device not already used by another process. Select anyone.
So should we put these away and then you select that and then we put them on?
No, it won't even show up.
Put something else and then click it again. Or these aren't showing up.
This is them. It's like the AirPods just don't show up for some reason. I have no idea why.
Okay, well I can watch Below Deck.
Let's try one more time and then we'll give up. Device not ready or used by another process. Yeah, I just don't know what other process is being used by. Alright, I quit.
It's okay. It's okay.
It pisses me off.
I know it does.
I don't know when shit doesn't work, man.
It's okay.
Disconnect from your phone. Trust me, I did that. Play it without AirPods. It'll play into the mic, y'all. It won't work. If you play from the normal speakers, it's gonna not gonna work. I don't know how to fix it either. Alright. You figure it out next time? Yeah, but I don't even know how I'm gonna figure it out because this shit's been happening for months and it's very inconsistent when it does or doesn't work. Let me try one last thing. Actually, I mean, I think I did get it to work, but she's on the phone with Jacob, so we're gonna let it. We're gonna save it for next time. We're gonna save it for next time. I have another way of doing it, but But even that solution isn't that good. It kind of only... Anyways, let's watch Kid Nation. It's fine. I think we're almost done, right? I think we have 2 episodes left in total, maybe? Is that right? It's 3. Let's see. I like Kid Nation better anyways. I think I do too. I think I'm more invested in the characters.
Previously on Kid Nation.
I'm not a big fan of the cast of most recent. Has Zach been contacted for the USA versus Australia season that got leaked? I think like probably all the new school players are probably not even eligible, right? Because like contracts and shit. I bet it's like only gonna be people whose contracts are up. I don't know if Zach's contract's up. I don't know exactly, but like, I feel like it'll just be older people.
Wait, hold on.
Also, I feel like going on that show would hurt your chances of going on another season of US, so I don't think they would have, like, Emily. That's an insane true or false question. How does Jared know? Or being a 9-year-old? Y'all would have a lot of trouble beating that 9-year-old in trivia. But this is a crazy question. I think it's insane to believe the extraterrestrial life doesn't exist. Like, I would not take someone seriously if they said they don't believe in extraterrestrial life. Right? That's like a very cold take. Unless you're like super religious, which is the only way you could justify that opinion, but even that I think is, silly. I just doubt they're on this planet. Katie, do you understand the definition of extraterrestrial life? What do you mean? Like, you mean they haven't invaded yet? Yeah, okay, that's a different thing. I don't believe that. Oh, you guys mean like seeing so many Supreme Court cases this year about like flag burning and shit? People are such cowards. It's just cloth, bro. Like I wish there was a legal argument that was like, just relax. Like, forget about like being the anti-American. Like, I don't even care about that. Like, I think it's fine to be anti-American, anti-patriot. That's fine. I like that. That's cool. But like, it's just like, you can just print those. My guess would be probably Greg. Greg's kind of in it for the whole time. Always a big presence. Is Greg the answer? I could see Laurel maybe, but she was quieter in moments. It's Laurel. Okay, I guess that makes sense. Good episode. I thought it was fun. The show's definitely like petering out, but we'll sit here for the rest of it. I think my favorite on the cast is probably Jared. I think Jared's my favorite, and I think my second favorite is probably Sophia. But yeah, just 2 more episodes. The title of the next one, let's see, is... Where is Bonanza, dude? So is it geography, maybe? I don't know. We'll have to see. A 1-episode feature of Where Are the Kids Now? I don't think so. I think the nice thing about Kid Nation is like, these kids kind of have anonymity because they're kids. And it was filmed long enough ago, like... Yeah. Alex and Jared are the best. Yeah, they're great. You'd meet these kids in person, they'd be like, oh, Alex was actually the worst. We hated Alex. Okay, y'all. Fun stream back. Just a quick 2 hours. Tomorrow we'll stream at the same time. Gonna do some more story time, probably. Just me yapping. This Sunday is the Outlaster game, so get excited. Should be fun. And I think that's about it. We'll have a podcast tomorrow. I'm going to be recording the Family Style with Molly on Wednesday. That's the schedule for the time being. thank you all. Podcast released tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow night. So we'll film that. Total Drama Island is back. Yeah, it was just, I got sick and then